Firebenders, thank you so much for clicking on the video. Today we are on hype mode. We are on the hype train for that of Mario Kart World, available June 5th on Nintendo Switch 2. And I am very excited to start playing this game. I can't wait for it. I can't wait to share it on live stream with you all, which I do stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it is a multi-stream. So I'm live on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Facebook. Enough of that. Well, let's just talk about what we came to talk about, which is that of Mario Kart World. Again, I'm just very excited for it. It's been a minute since we've had the, Mario Kart 9, which we are now getting Mario Kart World. So that's awesome. The open world aesthetic and the open world just in general, just it's a beautiful idea, a beautiful concept. I think it's going to be almost, almost cliche to possibly say this, but revolutionary in the sense that we'll be able to explore all of the maps together, right, seamlessly. And I think that's what's really cool. Now, I did, like many of us, I did see the Nintendo Treehouse gameplay, and part of the one new game mode that you play where you in a Grand Prix where you race from stage to stage, and then it includes the actual portion of the traveling. It still has a load screen, of course, right? It loads up, you finish the race, it loads up, and then you still have to do sort of the race to get to the other course, and then do the essentially one lap around the second course to complete it, and then so on and so forth. So that's pretty cool. I still think it's cool. I just would really want to see a seamless, basically knockout. That would be the answer, right? For those wondering, there is a game mode that is in particular to Mario Kart World, of course, because we're talking about Mario Kart World. It's called Knockout Tour. And what that is, it's 100% basically what I'm just describing, which is you start at a course and you end up at, it could be at the other side of the entire world. As you go, you start off with 24 players, and then each checkpoint, only a certain amount of racers can make it. So from what I'm gathering, the first checkpoint is 20 racers. The second checkpoint is 16 racers. The third checkpoint is 12 racers. 8 racers on the fourth one. 4 racers on the fifth one. And then that's it. The next checkpoint is the winner. And I think that's going to be a really fun game mode. It's essentially Mario Kart's response to the Fortnite has it. What is it called? Help me out here. I'm getting a little lost. It is called Battle Royale. That's right. Thank you very much. It's going to be a very cool, again, concept because it's very similar to Battle Royale, right? You start with a certain amount of players. You can only have one winner. I really want to see Nintendo knock this out of the park, potentially rising the number of players up to 100. That would be very, very incredible to see. We would see so many disconnects within the first checkpoint, because ain't nobody trying to wait for the race to finish except me, because I'll commentate it just like my live streams on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I think it's gonna be a very fun game mode, Knockout Tour. I'm so excited to try that, as well as Grand Prix mode. I can't wait to check out Rainbow Road. I'm really hoping that Rainbow Road is gonna be essentially a big, if not all the courses, but a majority, like most of the map on the left side, most of the map on the east side. So I want to see it be a very big course, but we'll see. I'm really glad that Nintendo was able to keep that under wraps, because I want to check it out for myself. I'm not gonna lie, the little Joy-Con wheel, that's gonna be really interesting. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the hype in me, but it looks really cool. And just the cover art as a whole, and I genuinely enjoy that you can get basically food while you're in the world, actually free roaming in the world. It's very cool. I don't know, and I like that they tie that in with the themes of the costumes you can unlock for your characters. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff to do. I'm again very excited to just hop in there and trying to try everything. I know I'm probably not gonna get anywhere close to being done on the first day. And before I am done in the first day, the other thing I really enjoy, one thing about Sonic All-Star Racing Transform was that the vehicles were able to transform into a plane, boat and sort of a sky sort of jet. And it kind of just took its form depending on where you were driving on. And it seems that we're going to be doing that in Mario Kart World. And even though it's small change, it's still so cool to see, wings on the cart popping out of nowhere, having the cart get a little bigger when you're off-roading, the cart turning into a sort of a ski type of vehicle for water maneuvering. So it's really, really cool. And something about the art style, it reminds me of the one Mario Party minigame where you're playing on those little carts. I want to say it's Mario Party 2. I could be wrong, but it's a mini game and it looks just like that. Why does it look like that? It's so cool to see that it's a very similar style. It could be me, so I apologize if you don't agree with me. I think it's going to be awesome. I like that they've made a couple changes to the game, like the lightning item. It no longer shocks players behind you. It only shocks players in front of you. And there's also really cool things like when there's an explosion in the water, it creates a ripple of waves, and that actually affects the racers, if you're near it. So I think it's going to be cool. And again, I just can't wait. The more I look at gameplay, the more the game is out there, just a lot of videos of it. It just makes me really want to play. And just looking at the world map as a whole, there's just so many ways you can go about exploring the world. I really can't wait to enter free roam and really try to explore. And hopefully they add some caves or something and make it sort of like Breath of the Wild, right? No, nah, it shouldn't be like. But if we can get down from the carts, I'm telling you, we got a game that we can just update in DLC and call it a day. Make Game of the Year idea right there. And in terms of DLC, I really want to see third party. I know a lot of people are not too fond of third parties in Mario Kart. I've never heard anybody say that. But the point is, if we can get characters like Sonic the Hedgehog from, in this, that would be dope. We already have Link. I know that's first party, but I want to see more characters like that. Animal Crossing, if we need to just reach into the first party pool of characters, Nintendo has more than enough wonderful characters that can join in the race. But if we can reach out to third parties, that would be dope, right? Because now we're gonna have Mario Kart World, all these wonderful characters like Master Chief riding in the cart. We got characters like Solid Snake from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Just kidding, from Metal Gear Solid. Do not come for me. We have other characters, again, just like Pac-Man even joining in the cart. I mean, it'd be pretty cool. It'd be a very unique opportunity to introduce a lot of characters outside of the Nintendo realm into Mario Kart World. I just feel like because they did not go with the 9 and they are just calling it World, this might be the response for just updating this game. They did it with Mario Kart 8. With the courses, we thought it was done, and then they introduced another booster pack and so on and so forth. So we could potentially see Mario Kart World in the gaming realm for a very long time. I'm here for it. I feel like it's fine. You may even be able to introduce different sort of vehicles, different mechanics, maybe bringing zero gravity back. I think that was Sonic Riders, but you get the point. The blue gravity for Mario Kart 8, but you get the point, like I said. And I really do think that it's gonna be a very unique experience. I really think it may be a contender for Game of the Year. It's too early to tell. I will not go directly into Game of the Year talks yet personally, but I do think that it may be Game of the Year contender for sure, especially if it looks and plays as well as it looks. It's very smooth, and especially being at 4K 60. Well, actually, I don't know that. I want to take that back before someone goes for the throat. But I'm really excited to just get into the Nintendo Switch 2 and really push the graphics to their limits. I'm a 4K 60 HDR type of gamer. Not really into the frame rates, but it's when I'm playing with 120 frames per second in Destiny 2, there's a difference. A at 4K 60, I may die like 10 times. At 4K 120, I may die like 20 times. Yeah, but it's smoother. I die smoother. That's the point. Again, I wouldn't definitely rule out not playing at 120 frames per second, even if it lowers my resolution. I'm just so very excited, and I can't wait to take some pictures. And I'm so excited that Nintendo has updated the Nintendo Switch Online app to that of the Nintendo Switch app. I think it's called Nintendo Switch Online. They updated to where the screenshots you take on the Nintendo Switch 2 consoles goes directly to your phone. So that is a godsend and a great positive value-added contribution to the Nintendo Switch 2 experience. I think that's going to be great. That's going to help a lot. Instead of doing that QR little thing code for the Nintendo Switch 1, which is how I've been uploading a lot of these clips. So I have to go through all of that just to put it on here and get some great reactions from all of you. Thank you all so much for the support. But that's pretty much it. Don't want to make this video too long. Thank you all, Firebenders. Thank you for coming and supporting. I really do appreciate it. It's been a minute for these long content form of videos, but feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And again, I am a multi-streamer. I do stream on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Facebook. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, typically Smash Brothers content. I commentate Smash Brothers arenas, one-on-ones preferably, all skills, anyone can join. It's really fun. But I will be streaming Mario Kart World and other Nintendo Switch 2 games when it launches, so feel free to check that out. It will be more than likely streaming every day once I get the console, depending on if I go to sleep or not. That's really the answer right there. But again, Firebenders, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope you all have a wonderful day/night. Bye-bye.